All right, the Backrooms trailer is out. People are talking about it. Everyone is talking about it. And so I'm here talking about it. We're here talking about it. What did you think? Did you like it? Leave a comment. Let me know. I gotta say, I was pleasantly surprised. There are so many ways that trailer could have been god-awful and garnered like such a negative reaction that it could have tanked the entire movie. You know, if the internet didn't like this, it could have been a Morbius situation. I feel like it could have been really, really bad, disastrous, meme-worthy, and like, you know, kind of turn into a joke. But it seems like people are kind of excited. And that's why I think this trailer was just a massive success, because it didn't totally suck. And it very, very easily could have. You know, obviously the whole thing is based on a meme, a creepypasta from 4chan, and then also the director, Kane Parsons' original short films posted on YouTube many years ago at this point. And I think a lot of the reason that the creepypasta and the memes were so successful is the mysteriousness of them. The mysteriousness of the whole thing. It's not what's there, it's what's not there. A lot is left to the imagination. You know, the lore isn't fully explained. It's just creepy, and you can kind of make up your own ideas of what it could be. And in a lot of ways, that's always going to be better than anything, because it's your own imagination, and, you know, it's just more fun. And also, it's just scarier. It's always going to be scarier when you don't know something. We've talked about this in other videos. Fear of the unknown, the most powerful fear, and really the only fear, besides fear of the known. But that's for another video. So, you know, you run a huge risk basing an entire feature film off of just a meme and just some YouTube short films, because you risk over-explaining too much. And the original short films are very, you know, it's more about the tone, it's more about the mood, it's more about the creepiness element. It's less about characters go from here to here. What's up with the character? It's about the place. It's about what's going on, you know, that sort of tension. And I think that's why they were so successful. But when you turn that into a real movie, when you turn that into a movie that's an hour and 45 minutes, you're running a risk there that you're going to over-explain everything and kill the whole fucking vibe. You could very well do that. Make the whole thing kind of cheesy and Hollywoody, you know, cliche, like sort of like... There's a world where this trailer was sort of like a bad parody from Saturday Night Live, or like a fake movie from Entourage or something. Like there's a world where that could have happened. Doesn't seem to be the case. I was very pleasantly surprised. To make a vague meme into a full-length movie that actually sustains audience attention and doesn't totally suck ass, that's tough, man. Especially for a 20-year-old director, first-time director. But, you know, all that said, pretty impressive trailer in that regard, because the concept looks interesting, and most importantly, it looks like it could be a real movie. It looks like a real movie. It's going to be a real movie. It very well could have been god-awful. Like, let's be very clear. This could have been one of the worst movies ever made. And it looks like it's going to be, you know, at worst, mediocre. So, you know, I'm holding my breath. I'm holding my breath for the movie. But my prediction, this movie is going to crush at the box office. You can just see the internet lit up when this came out earlier today. The trailer was late and people were freaking out. There's like legit cult momentum for this movie. And it is going to crush at the box office. I don't care what the reviews say. It doesn't matter. It's going to do really well. I don't know what the budget was. Let's see. Okay, so budget is estimated to be $10 million. Yeah, I think it's going to blow that away. It's going to make the budget back and a lot more, because there's just too much hype. There is just too much hype. People are excited. And, you know, for the people that are skeptical, they're kind of like, why would you make this meme into a movie? Or is this really going to be good? It's just some stupid internet thing. Like, you know, what's the point? Why are they giving this movie to a kid? What about the original meme creator? Like, imagine the guy who made the original meme seeing a $10 million movie made out of his concept, not being compensated in any way. So there is a little bit of skepticism. Not everyone is totally sold on this, but all you can really see from the hype here, it's going to put asses in the seats. All Hollywood wants to do is get people to the theater, get people off the internet, off their little screen, walk to the movieplex, drop their $15, get some popcorn, and run the numbers up. And I think this movie's going to do that. And that's why you'd make the movie. Yeah, is it crazy to make a movie off of a meme? No, because in 2026, memes have franchise potential. I mean, look at this. It's a concept that's already been validated by the interest of millions of people. Why would you not turn it into a movie? Their whole problem, their whole thing is everyone's on the internet, doesn't want to go see the movie theater. How do you get people off the internet and into the theater? Duh. You take something people are already f***ing hyped on and you make it a movie. So it's kind of a slam dunk. And it's going to do really well at the box office. Again, I don't know. It could end up being like kind of mediocre. You know, probably the biggest point against it is that, like I said earlier, it's sort of about the mysteriousness of it. It's about the liminal space, the wondering of what it could be and sort of not knowing. And, movies can't explain too much, especially a horror movie. They can explain too much and sort of ruin their own magic. It's like a magician telling you how the trick is done after. The best horror movies never fully explain the lore. They never fully explain the lore because that just kills the vibe. It kills the mood. And I think that's part of why the original meme is so successful, right? But when you make a movie and you got to have characters and you got to have them doing stuff and have desires and wants, and to even structure a story for moviegoers, you have to explain stuff. You have to provide information. And providing all that information could kind of kill the magic. It could happen. Totally could happen. But I feel like at least the trailer did a good job of not giving away too much, leaving in little teases that people are kind of dissecting and exploring and discussing. And, the buzz around this is crazy. The buzz is crazy. Like, this thing is, it's going to do really well. It's going to be huge. So, in that respect, I think the trailer was a success. I just know the movie's going to be a success. And I'm excited to see it, man. I'm excited to see what Kane Parsons does. And, it looks kind of cool, man. But what do you think? Did you think it looks whack? Cool? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.